halibut. Moving on to new species. We'll give your table a quick wash. Okay. Now with the halibut, they have quite tough skin. So what you want to do is give your bait knife a bit of a sharpen. Best way to do that, make sure your bait knife's nice and clean. You got your steel here. And take your knife, give it about 15-20 degree angle, and cut down like that. And same with the bottom, angled up. Give it a few good swipes like that. It's going to just maintain our edge. It's not actually doing any sharpening. It's just honing it for that first cut. There, nice and sharp. Grab our halibut here. Already just pulled in. It looks like a nice 10-pound halibut. Go ahead and get all the slime off first of all. If you don't get it off now, vacuum packer's gonna have a real hard job packing it, so too much slime. So you run your knife along it, get all the slime off. Now with the halibut, they actually have a map on their skin that shows where to make the cuts. This first cut goes right along the wrist, like so. And you see this first cut I'm gonna make is right along this line here, and right here. I'm just gonna make a turn through the back like that. And this mark here shows me where I'm going to make my second cut, down the belly. Because this area here is all stomach, and we don't want that meat. So, go ahead and put the knife in, make that first cut on the back, make the turn where the first change in the pattern is, turn on the back, and as mentioned before, follow that line here, and cut down the same angle. Now, the most difficult cut to make on your halibut, when you're doing the fillet, is the first cut along the backbone. Because what you have to do, and this is why the bait knife is so good for it, you're going to have to take the knife and flex it, just like that. And it's going to run around down the backbone. And the first cut that I make is the one that I have to flex the knife the most, because it's going to get straight down and make that first cut, incision into the meat. So, go ahead and put the knife in, really give it a good bend, and slide it right along the meat, just like that. The next knife, the next cut, I should say, has a little bit less flex to it. So now we're halfway in there. Let's elevate down, and then we just continue those incisions. You can see how it looks already. We have the meat starting to peel off the bones. So go ahead and continue that. Flex the knife a bit, pulling up the fillet as you go. And once you get up this far, you can go ahead and start making the cuts down the other side. Same way as before. And flexing the knife just like this. On the table as I go. Same cut. Cut the bones. As we go. And the last cut's up here, you can go ahead and go back the other way. Last cuts. See how we've done it here? All the meat's off the bone. And then finish her off. Just go halfway. Cut through. Skin. And same for down this way. And you see how that looks? We have our nice fillet of halibut here, and we seem to have most of the meat off. Maybe missed just a bit at the very bottom here, but yeah, it's all the result of keeping that knife flush along the bones, backbone. Now the second cut is actually quite easy compared to the first, because we already have the meat out of the way. We're just going to go in through the top, angle our knife down, again following the backbone, make a series of cuts through like so. Through, and there's our two fillets. Go ahead and flip the halibut over, and we're going to repeat the exact same procedure on the other side. Get all of our slime off. So. Knife another quick sharpen here for that first cut to the skin. Wrist. And follow our road map here. Help its back. Make that first turn. Flip it around. Have our guide here. Just follow that along. And just like before, we're making that good bend to our knife. So make that first cut in. The second side of the halibut is actually a little bit more difficult than the first. The reason for that is we now have an uneven surface that we're cutting on. We have that belly here. So you have to take that into effect when you're cutting, to be a little bit more careful on this side. find lifting it up with your fish cleaning glove helps a lot. Trying to look at where you're cutting. Cutting along the backbone. Back up that way. This halibut meat's nice, peeling right off the skin. See how that looks again. We've got most of the meat here. I might have missed just a bit at the end there. You go ahead and cut through the skin. And cut through there as well. Sometimes you'll bite off a little more than you can chew here when you're cutting, and you'll just have to do a little bit of trimming at the end to get that extra bit of skin off. The best way to do that is just lay the knife at a very fine angle and slice through like this. Cut through, skin goes overboard. Alright, 3 out of 4 done. Once again, we do the last cut, which again is going to be quite easy. It's going to be right down here. Start at the tail, flex our knife, cut through, turn her over, down. And make sure you have all 4 of your fillets off here for halibut. And if it's a bigger halibut, you might want to take the cheeks off, but with these small guys, we won't bother. Right overboard. I have to trim here, it looks like. A bit too much. So a real fine angle on the knife. Down. And through. There you have it. 4 halibut fillets. All done up. Since we got most of the slime off earlier, they're actually quite clean. You don't have to do much rinsing at all. Go ahead and grab your tray out. I'll lay it beside the coho. Give it a quick dip here. Cut off. And there you are. There's our 10-pound halibut and 10-pound coho, nicely filleted beside each other. Make sure the tags are on. Into the backpacking room, and getting back into the freezer.